Here's your First Warn weather forecast first. Sponsored by the Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
Well, thank you so much for spending part of your Easter Sunday with us this evening. I'll tell you what, it has been a warm one. In fact, one of the top 5 warmest Easters on record for us here this afternoon, as our temperatures have made it into the mid and even upper 70s. 77 in Savannah, Rockford, Janesville, 76 in Rochelle, and 74 current temperature in Freeport. We've all done it with mostly sunny skies, just a few clouds coming in here late this afternoon. We'll stay mostly quiet, just a little breeze kicking in from the south over the next couple of hours, but not going to completely rule out a small chance for a passing shower once we get after about 9 or 10 o'clock this evening. Much more mild tonight, though, as temperatures will stay in the 50s to kick off our Monday. A little more active pattern develops for the first full week of April. That means a few more rain and thunderstorm chances. Find out when those occur and if we have any more 70-degree days coming up. All in your First Warn forecast a little later.
Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Churches opened up their doors for services this Easter Sunday. We'll take a look back at what some had to do last year to worship the day.
More people have been traveling this past week for the holiday. This comes after the CDC says those vaccinated can travel. Health officials worry about a potential surge.
And the president unveils his infrastructure plan. Coming up, we'll share how some are defending the president, while others say the bill doesn't focus on the right things. Good evening and happy Easter. I'm Alexis Carpello.
And I'm Michelle Rave. A fire breaks out at a Rockford home on the west side.
It happened around 3 today on Bell Avenue near Mercy Hill's Rockton campus. The blaze stayed on the outside of the home. Homeowners were able to evacuate. No one was injured. Rockford firefighters are investigating what caused the fire.
A man was shot while sitting outside on a porch this morning in Beloit. Beloit police say it happened on Randall Street, a few blocks east of the Rock River, around 12:15 Sunday morning. Police say the victim, a 41-year-old man, was treated at a local hospital for his wound. Investigators ask if anyone knows more about this information, they can call police.
Fire crews extract a driver after a vehicle flips on its side. It happened around 10:30 Saturday night at the intersection of East State and Bell School Road. First responders say it took about 20 minutes to get the person out of the car. They were taken to a local hospital in stable condition. Pews were able to be filled in churches this Easter compared to last.
Now, I caught up with a local church I spoke with a year ago who say despite the challenges with the pandemic, their faith kept them strong. Family Worship Center Sunday service looked a lot different this year compared to last, when Wisconsin was under a mandated stay-at-home order. Last year, the Beloit Church held an outdoor car service. Today, they were able to bring service indoors and couldn't forget about an Easter egg hunt.
Last year, we were outside and doing an outside service. This year, we're inside. We've done a lot of different preparations to be able to do that over the years. We've got our seats separated by 6 feet, and we installed a air purification system as well.
Pastor Adam Meyer says the church helped other churches set up outdoor and online services.
I don't think anybody was prepared for this. We were prepared in the area of already being online. Nothing else were we prepared for. Everything else was just rolling with the punches.
Parishioners Julie Munoz and Herbert Kemen say they've had to adjust to many changes.
Last year, it was stressful adjusting to the changes with the social distancing, and then we couldn't go to church, and then we had to do online services, and you do lose, you kind of lose connection, you know, it's been hard. We're used to hugging and rejoicing together. It was hard, but you know, you just have to remain faithful.
Many leaned on their faith during these difficult times.
Obviously, drawing from your faith during this time has been, I mean, that's the only thing that's got me through.
I think the best is yet to come as far as the future goes, and I think that we're all going to learn a lot, and we've already learned a lot, but I also think that we'll continue to learn as we go forward.
Pastor Meyer says they have no plans to stop the online services as it's been proven to be successful for the church. Statewide, over 2,400 new cases of COVID-19 are confirmed, including 14 more deaths. More than 1,400 individuals are hospitalized. The state's weekly rolling average stays the same as yesterday at 4.3%. Yesterday, over 102,000 Illinois residents rolled up their sleeves for a dose of the COVID vaccine, bringing the state's total number of vaccines administered to 6.2 million. The rolling average of doses administered daily is over 108,000.
We've told you how the CDC says it's safe for fully vaccinated Americans to travel.
And millions seem to be taking advantage of those new guidelines. Elwin Lopez shares how health experts fear holiday gatherings could lead to another surge.
As millions of Americans gather with family for the holiday, health officials expressing concern.
If you have unvaccinated people mingling, I do worry about another surge. That's what we've seen after every holiday. People can hold off through this weekend. Be careful. I think we're going to be in a much, much better place.
Daily case totals rising in nearly half the United States, up 20% nationally the past 2 weeks. Dr. Michael Osterholm telling NBC we're at the beginning of a fourth surge.
We will see in the next 2 weeks the highest number of cases reported globally since the beginning of the pandemic. In terms of the United States, we're just at the beginning of this surge. We haven't even really begun to see it yet.
Vaccination efforts continue to ramp up. More than 4 million doses administered on Saturday, a new single-day record. According to the CDC, more than 104 million Americans have received at least one dose. Michigan, which reported 8,400 new cases on Saturday, is opening up vaccine eligibility to everyone over 16 beginning Monday. New guidelines from the CDC say it is safe for fully vaccinated individuals to travel, but non-essential travel is still discouraged. Nearly 1.6 million people passing through TSA checkpoints on Friday, up from 200,000 this time last year. And across much of Pennsylvania, restaurants can increase capacity to 75%. In New York City, the St. James Theater participating in a 10-week program to determine how to safely reopen Broadway theaters.
This is the beginning of coming home.
And at the Texas Rangers home opener tomorrow, the stadium will allow full capacity. Meanwhile, the push is on to get all students back in the classroom and make up for lost time.
We put $6.6 billion to provide tutors, after school, summer school, to extend the school year.
Elwin Lopez, ABC News.
President Biden introduced a $2 trillion infrastructure plan.
Coming up, why some say getting the needed votes to pass the plan will be an uphill battle for Democrats.
Not quite a record for us today, but one of the warmest Easter Sundays we've had in actually quite some time. Temperatures will stay mild for the start of the week, but we're also going to add in the chance for rain. I'll have more on that coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Alexis Carpello, David Greenberg, and Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
President Biden introduced a sweeping $2 trillion infrastructure and jobs plan.
The president's plan is already being met with criticism from Republicans. Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson shares more as he's keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
President Biden says his infrastructure plan will deliver a once-in-a-generation investment into the country, but many Republicans are not on board with what's in the plan.
It's the biggest investment in America since FDR, since the New Deal.
Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg are defending President Biden's massive infrastructure and jobs plan.
Each passing day that our infrastructure crumbles, that hurts our economy and it puts our safety in danger.
Republicans like Missouri Senator Roy Blunt support improvements, but don't think President Biden's bill is focused on the right things.
I think it's a big mistake for the administration. They know I think it's a mistake, and I also think it would be an easy victory if we go back and look at roads and bridges and ports and airports.
To pay for the plan, the White House is proposing a tax increase on corporations and wealthy Americans. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul says the wealthy already pay their fair share.
The income tax in our country is heavily skewed already towards the wealthy. In fact, a little known fact, we actually have a more progressive income tax here than they do in Sweden.
Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders disagrees that wealthy people already pay their fair share in taxes.
But the time is long overdue to demand that the wealthiest people in this country and the largest corporations start paying their fair share of taxes.
Getting the needed 60 votes to pass an infrastructure bill in the Senate will be an uphill battle for Democrats. According to a study cited by the White House, the U.S. ranks 13th in the world when it comes to infrastructure. In Washington, Rashad Hudson.
It's been a beautiful Easter Sunday.
The sun's been shining all across the state line. Candice will let us know if we can expect more of those rays this week. You're watching Eyewitness News at 5.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
I hope you guys have had a wonderful Easter Sunday afternoon. It's been absolutely gorgeous. Plenty of sunshine and a lot of warmth, too. A live look with our Mercial SkyTrack camera up in Beloit, Wisconsin. We are going to continue with that clear sky as we go through the remainder of this evening. High pressure with us here over the weekend, allowing those temperatures to warm into the 70s, making it into the upper 70s for us this afternoon. Had a couple of cirrus clouds kind of roll through, a little more cloud cover developing back off to the northwest with a weak disturbance that'll work through later tonight, likely bringing us a few more clouds and maybe a quick passing shower. But I think most of us are going to stay dry here as we go through the overnight. 74 temperature in Freeport, 77 in Rockford, 76 in Rochelle. Today's high temperature of 78 degrees, the fourth warmest Easter Sunday. Now, of course, Easter Sunday doesn't fall on the same day every year, so there's no official record high temperature for Easter. But when you look back at all our Easter Sundays, the warmest 84 degrees, and that was back on April 12th, 1925 and April 10th, 1977. Second warmest back in 2014, April 10th, when we reached a high temperature of 80 degrees. And of course, today's high of 78, falling as the fourth warmest Easter on record. 76, our weather watcher Jim on the southwest end of Rockford checking in. Dew point temperature of 33. Our dew points today have been low, so it's actually felt very comfortable, even though we've had a little bit of a breeze. 75 for our weather watcher bed in South Beloit, but that dew point number is actually going to go up later tonight and during the day tomorrow. So tomorrow might actually feel a little more muggy for the afternoon. You can see the 80s not that far away, upper 80s close to 90 degrees over the Central Plains. And that's all because we have a warm front extending to the north as an area of low pressure will begin to develop out over the west. We stay on the warmer side of this over the next couple of days. So that means our temperatures are going to stay in the 70s, at least for the first part of the week. But it also means that there's a slightly higher chance that we'll see a little more rain activity. Now, no one day is really going to be a washout, but we're not going to see those dry days like what we had last week. Our first chance for rain arrives later tonight, but like I said, I think it's a very low chance as a weak little disturbance kind of ripples through. Another one coming in during the early morning hours tomorrow might be enough to spark off an isolated shower that would take us into the early part of the afternoon. After that, things are looking fairly dry, although we'll keep that isolated shower thunderstorm chance in the forecast during the day on Tuesday. Better chance coming in Tuesday night and then into Wednesday and Thursday as that low pressure system actually moves overhead. And what that'll do is bring our temperatures down. Still staying above average, but dropping into the 60s for the end of the week. So here we go with Futurecast. Here's that first little disturbance coming in mid to late morning. Again, might be enough to bring us a very light shower, at least through the noon hour. And then most of our Monday afternoon looking fairly dry. Same thing going into Tuesday, too. Tuesday night into Wednesday, chance for a few showers and a couple of thunderstorms. And then we'll keep that chance as we head into Wednesday. Same thing for Thursday. And you'll see how those temperatures will drop back as well, back into the lower 60s, but still staying above average. Not quite as warm next weekend, guys, as what we had this weekend.
All right, thanks, Candice. David Greenberg's in next with sports.
He's got highlights from the Cubs' close victory over the Pirates. That
If you're like me on these beautiful days, then you wish you were enjoying
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Well, if you're like me on these beautiful days, then you wish you were enjoying a baseball game, maybe a hot dog in your lap. So with that, let's head out to Wrigley Field where the Cubs wrapped up their series against the Pirates. Start with Ian Happ at the dish. Cubs already up 2-0. Make it 3-0. A solo bomb to center for Happ, his first of the season. Zach Davies made his first start as a member of the Cubs. Solid start, going 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs and fanning 5 batters. A nasty changeup. The Cubs pull this one out with a 4-3 win. In between all the high school football and March Madness, you might have missed the White Sox designated hitter Yermin Mercedes setting the Major League Baseball record, starting the season going 8 for 8. That's the most consecutive hits to start a season in the modern era. The 28-year-old rookie's 9th at bat. They were finally able to get him out on a deep fly ball to center field. Coming up later tonight, the White Sox will finish their series against the Angels. It'll be Dylan Cease on the mound for the Sox and Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. First pitch set for 7:37 p.m. Bulls are still looking for their first win since trading for Nikola Vucevic. They hosted the top seed in the East, Brooklyn Nets, this afternoon. In the second, Satoransky feeds Thaddeus Young. He attacks and finishes beautifully off the glass. Then it's Zach LaVine's turn to charge the lane, and he'll finish with a one-handed slam. Zach had 25 points. Now a little pick-and-pop action for Satoransky to Vucevic, who connects from downtown. He had 22 points. The Bulls beat the Nets 115-107. I'm sure you've seen it on social media by now somewhere, but Monday night's national championship is set thanks to Jalen Suggs, who came up with the shot of his life, a half-court heave that banked in off the glass. This whole year, it's been Gonzaga-Baylor, Gonzaga-Baylor, Gonzaga-Baylor. Well, the people got what they wanted. Will it be the Baylor Bears, or will Gonzaga be the first team to cap off a perfect season since Bobby Knight's Indiana Hoosiers in 1976? The Blackhawks suffered their first shutout of this season last night, and in doing so made it that much more difficult for themselves to secure that fourth and final playoff spot in the Central. Not only did Nashville break a points tie, they also took the season series 5-0, with just 3 games left to play against each other. With the weather we had today and the Masters coming up this week, let's check out some golf from San Antonio. It's been 4 years since Jordan Spieth recorded his last win in his home state. A week before the Masters, Jordan Spieth picks up his 12th win on the PGA Tour at the Valero Texas Open. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
Skies are clear. First warn interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and more. We'll see a couple more showers kind of skirt through the skies over the next couple of days. Temperatures down to 54 tonight, 74 tomorrow, and dropping into the 60s by the end of the week.
Thanks for making us your home team. We'll see you at 10.